This is called Leaving Taipei. It's by a band named Trash, but somewhere I read, maybe one of you said it in the chat, but earlier when we watched the video of the guy screaming about how he didn't want to let go a lot, or he was sick of complaining about life, and then he was in the rain screaming about being lonely, and then he gave the letter of Superman to himself. I think he is the lead singer. Mars 23, thank you. The lead singer of Trash. Okay. Cool. Yep, someone said it in here. Okay, good. I'm glad it was true. It's not always the case. Leaving Taipei. Let's do it. Oh, we're going back a few years. Oh, look at that shot. Beautiful.
Looking backwards, I think I knew you better.
《献给他这首歌，离开台北。
上路了没？心还留在那一条街，拥挤的人潮中，我遗失了应该留住的原点。先别说再见，我还没有收拾好眷恋。后车厢已经超载的委屈，我先让它消失人间。其实我知道，在这份差点会让你到不同的平行世界，而我也知道，每晚的星空会闪烁起你最迷人的侧脸，原谅我放下这一切，离开台北。准备好了没？人生就是不断地往前，还来不及说的一声抱歉，在梦里和你相见，最后一根烟，它烧得好像不太甘愿，告别迷惘的街流连。
I'm warning you now, if you make me feel stuff, I'm gonna be probably sad.
的夜店，最后还是该说再见。其实我知道，在这份差点会让你到不同的平行世界，而我也知道，每晚的星空会闪烁起你最迷人的侧脸，原谅我放下这一切，离开台北。I will never forget
Oh, shut your. Damn. Oh, shut up. Damn. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Wow. Damn it, Stormy. Okay, let's discuss. Because I have some questions for you. There's pieces of this, and Muse is kind of one step ahead of me. There's pieces of this that I want to ask you what your take is and see what you think. Because again, a lot of this is up to interpretation. It's one of my favorite things about this. Not just what I think and my theories, but what you have as well. What do you think, in your opinion, what do you think the makeup, and I'm asking from the perspective of the girl, her, what does the makeup mean? What does it represent? Why is it important? Because it is her identity. But what is so important about it from her perspective? Maybe to hide an illness, maybe armor. Covering trauma, a mask, a barrier, protection of who she really is. Okay. Now you notice even here in this I don't know what you call these vision boards or whatever this is. You see here it's the same thing. It's obviously her with the eye makeup, right? So it's that much a part of her identity. Hiding her weakness, trying to feel normal and be treated more normally. And you saw the response here when her mom came in, everybody else, hi, how are you? It's nice to see you. And then she just completely like, done, don't care. Mom, of course, noticed. And then this part here was like confirmation of it is not just like something she wears out and about. It is that much a part of her identity where she is with her parents now for this family photo and she's still going to be wearing it and then things pop off. Okay, so now let's reverse the question. Why is, don't say it's cultural. That's too easy. I want you to think outside the box. Why is it a problem from the parents' perspective? Sorry. Why is it a problem from the parents' perspective when she comes down for this family picture with this makeup on? What's the significance, in your opinion? Control. The mother seemed a bit overbearing, so her expression via the makeup is the only thing she could control, maybe? Okay, pretty good. The need to not conform to what family or society expects of a person. You feel like they would want her to dress up as the daughter that they raised. Parents are trying to show a happy, flawless family, and she's outcasting and different, giving a feel that she's not part of the family. Okay, not conforming to expectations. It's not their idea of perfect, okay? Rebellion, refusal to fall in line. So, is the makeup counterculture related? Maybe. not just like culturally for that region of the world, but like counterculture is something that is pretty universal, you know. Denying anything wrong and doesn't acknowledge any illness or dysfunction. So how do you feel about this? Legitimate question, especially for those of you that are parents. I wonder if you look at this like you know the deal. I don't have kids. So as a parent, do some of you look at this and instead of just seeing it from an outsider's point of view of like, oh, they want to show the perfect family. And she's like, we're not perfect. I'm not perfect. We need to show that because that's the way it really is. But as a parent, do you watch this and go, maybe the reason they hate this so much is because the daughter feels like she has to hide behind something and she doesn't. I know she feels like she does. I know she has her reasons, but they hope that she would break out of whatever this need is, and have her feel comfortable enough to be herself. Did anybody travel down that road? She was taking medication pretty consistently, though, wasn't she? So I really feel like the makeup was hiding something related to illness, but I don't know. So I considered that. I also saw the medication as like maybe antidepressants, not necessarily like physical. And I know this is like just jumbling words, right? Because illness is illness is illness, but I saw it more like not that kind of illness. She was trying to deal with things, is how I saw it. Right. My theory was that it's something she takes to cope with everything. And part of the confirmation that I saw with that was when she was working, she took another pill and then she downed it with alcohol. That to me is not like, oh, I have to take my medicine because I'm sick. That's like, I'm just dealing with shit. I'm just Band-Aid on Band-Aid. And it could be both for sure. Yep. Maybe the parents react negatively because they see it as a failure on their part as parents. It took me becoming a parent, going through what I did with my mom, reforging what is now a great relationship with my mom, to see this as a parent now. I try so hard to let my kids become themselves, not so much what I expect them to be, more guiding them to be partly what I see in them, but also letting them be themselves. I understand her because I wanted to be like her, so when I had kids, it did not affect me the same as the older generation. Yeah, I mean, I feel like this could be, and we don't know for sure. I think that's kind of the beauty of it. We don't know what the real answers are, and we probably never will. Just like everybody has their own story and their own trials and tribulations, we'll never understand completely what somebody else is going through. So that's why like empathy and sympathy and compassion is like such a big part of being a non-space butthole walking around. I think the tear in the makeup is also a nice touch, and I do feel like that's more of a statement to, we're not a perfect family. I'm not happy. You know, kind of symbolic. It's not really subtextual. It's pretty obvious, but all right. All hell breaks loose. Beautiful guitar solo. So then we end up, I thought was a really powerful scene too, because it's one thing for her to take on this mask with her family or like mostly out in public, but the picture that we've gotten mostly of her and her, I'm assuming is her boyfriend, is they're very happy together. She feels comfortable with him. But even here, she ain't having it. Notice the makeup we saw earlier with the family. She had the one tear, and then here she's got two hearts. Still the dark lips, still the dark eyeshadow, but she's just not having. We're not there yet, bro. And then he, of course, feels that. He understands, like, damn, it's just, that sucks. And when I saw his response to that, that to me was still like, it's not that he doesn't rate to wipe off her makeup. It's that she needs the makeup. It's that she feels safer with it, and that hurts his heart. I understand that. And this, I don't know, again, like, is this just more pills? What is this? coping. Then we get the nosebleed. So this is the part I was kind of confused by. So I'm guessing it's real and not like some symbolic anything. Push up well out of the way. She's pissed off. The makeup's gone. Oh, wait a second. Is that... Huh. So she's been hiding? It can't be that simple. But maybe it's the paleness because she's so sick, maybe, and that's what she's been hiding. That is starting to make a little bit more sense. But then they end it though, so beautifully done. They end it going back to the original scene of the band on stage, and that turns out to be her memorial. Wow. But then there's a transition though, and I'm guessing this is it. This is the transition where mom and the family realizes what's been happening, how sick she is, I guess. And then it's not long after that we realize this is the memorial. And they go back to commemorating her the way that they remember her, the way that she felt safest. Damn. That is a grand slam. Wow. That was fantastic. What if the girl was dead all throughout? I can't take it off the table as if it's not possible. I don't really see that. I think it's more powerful this way, where we actually travel through the story with her, and then in the same way that this scene for a lot of us was like, ooh, and it hits you and you feel it. The way it's done is very similar to, not similar, it's not the same scale or severity, but it's the same kind of like, ooh, and you feel it when they learn that like their daughter, their girlfriend, their best friend is gone. You get some kind of emotional impact that happens regardless of severity. Is that the mom at the end in the same makeup pink tribute? Yeah. Dark eyes, dark lipstick, everybody dressed in black. Dad with the 2 teardrops. Boyfriend, best friend. Damn. That was great. You guys did good. These are great. I mean, this is heavy. I was feeling some stuff. I had to kind of rein it in a little bit, but good job, you guys. Good job.